might take that spell. So if you summon Swarm in the grease, would they be a greasy swarm? Because that would be just awesome for crawling all over your body. The spider swarm,
just from like a role play standpoint.
Who do what?
Jefferson Wilson.
Will you greasy swarm some noble when you're
trying to take a bite?
Yeah.
Like
bite.
Interrogating him?
Flanking
Greasy spider swarm.
There we go.
2 for flanking.
And then we light him on fire.
2 for
And then I go
flanking!
lawful evil.
I have giant vermin.
You make him big.
And then I'm going to...
Can you do that on a swarm?
Yeah.
You could technically.
So a greasy giant spider swarm?
Well, I mean, it would cease to be a swarm. It would just start becoming giant spiders.
And I don't remember how
Rapid
many
shot on my
swarm
first
there
one.
is per.
There's a ridiculous
ton.
number of
Yeah.
tiny.
26.
26 will hit.
Does giant vermin just increase in size like when you read level?
I think so.
So they go from
Second rapid
tiny or
shot.
tiny
Yeah.
22.
Tiny
That will hit.
to yeah.
22 is the magic number.
5.
Small is like squirrel size.
And then my actual second
Bunch of
attack.
greasy squirrel-sized spiders on you.
That's good. That's a good interrogation technique.
Mark, your rogue.
You try to butt poke them. Poke them in the
The
rear.
size they can
And
grow
fail.
is determined by my
I
level.
rolled 2, so.
Oh, okay. So do it while you're still low.
All right. Well, Kevin is definitely the focus still. You don't like Kevin. 28.
Yep.
14.
Nope.
And 23.
Yes.
All right. So the first one is 18.
Okay.
And the second one is 7.
Okay. So that's a total
And take
of
both Tabby and I healing you to keep you up, maybe.
So 25 I lose total. Got it.
C-Mac.
Moving behind, who's that, robot?
That's robot.
Full strength.
Nice.
Just
Just
going
full
down.
strength, everyone.
Robot.
I also have that.
It's like I technically can't do anything else right now. I really should get a long spear.
That's 4 to
Investment.
strength, so it's going to add 2 to hit and 3 to damage. Unless you have a strength item, which I don't believe you do, so. Maybe you guys spend enough time exploring around here, maybe you would. Oh, player hints!
I'm gonna break off. And
We're gonna assume that robot went right back to his phone. That means he rolled really good. Turkendall.
Did you count Bart's on?
Yeah.
Flank.
Does not confirm the critical. So that'll be
16,
23.
Nope.
23 damage.
Second attack. Yep.
And then there,
I don't know if I'm able to keep aggro off this one.
18 plus
Both my hits.
24.
24 will hit.
What was the last one? This is damage. 20,
23 was your last one.
25. I had max damage. So.
23, 47, 48.
I don't know. I can't do more damage than that. So you're probably getting.
I'll just roll
Kevin?
Attack him. Let's see. Okay, it's a 16
That's almost an 8.
plus a 7. 16 plus 17 is gonna hit him.
33.
I'm not too good at math. So that's 10, 13 damage for that one.
And that will just flat out kill him.
Yes.
nice.
Just run him through.
Yay!
I poke him in the eye.
The surgeon.
I'm gonna cut him open.
Yeah, we're gonna dig through all of his entrails.
Yep.
What's this guy got?
You get 18 more.
18 more? Thanks.
You're going to spend the time to cut open a bullet.
I was just gonna say I'll stay back here and work on getting anything salvageable off of it.
Sounds good.
Later.
Go on bullet armor.
I'll see if I can get
You can
anything.
put your name on it.
Or bullet sheet.
Be your
No,
hide
it's not.
armor.
It would be a hide armor in it. Nothing special. I mean,
Forward!
Forward.
Let's keep going.
I mean,
Maybe
I
we'll
guess
get another one.
I could look at this and tell you what.
He wasn't carrying $1 million gold.
Only Kevin got hit.
Yeah,
No.
I already healed him.
Okay.
I'm not at
Oh.
full, but I'm just saying.
He needs
It's only like
His natural armor
7.
grants him 10
Take
AC.
6. I walk
Because
with
his AC
I
is
got
22, his touch
I'm down
is
1
10,
hit point, guys.
and his
Help me
flat-footed
out.
is 20.
You
So
just
he's getting 2 from
landed
Dex.
you. Am I? Yeah. Eat some. Fine.
Too sweet.
Got a whole bag over there.
Alright, so C-Mac is going to hang out. Is that what I'm getting?
Yeah, I'm gonna send my hawk with them so I know where they are
Okay.
when I decide to catch up.
So you guys can
You don't want a
continue to
mustard?
make your way towards the Gambler's Plains as you're making your way to Gambler's Hollow.
Mhm.
Yes.
I
naturally.
already know 2 of them. I don't need to say it.
We enjoy gambling.
What was it?
It's kind of risky.
Oh,
Take a
man.
gamble.
So I take the gamble and show them
Isn't that just a prime thing to say?
I'm not touching it, he says.
You can say the chip fell anywhere.
So I'm going to assume you guys are going to make your way
Oh,
to
yeah.
the north.
Yeah.
I'm taking a joke about the cheap drum and the snake. But, okay, carry on.
Good session.
That one annoyed Stanaway. His fucking pupils were almost gone in his eyes. Just rolled all the way back.
He just had a-
You know what the worst part is I hung out with him all night Saturday night. Not one bad pun.
Yeah. Got an audience.
He tries harder during D&D.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah.
Much harder. So you guys just continue traveling. The ground begins to flatten back out much as it was on the south end of the plains, of the rock sea, I guess. And slowly you start to see just patches of grass kind of indicating that you're probably starting to enter the Gambler's Plains area, or
Nice.
you're at that
That was the concerned mom look.
This area looks a little plain. Okay, there. No, no.
They're not.
you're more or less moving into kind of a
What time is it?
About that time.
8:20.
in game
Yes.
game time. Let's see.
Make the old man laugh.
I'm going to assume that you guys have been making good time. So,
You just fat man laugh.
I mean, we only ran into one thing.
well, on the road you would have made good time.
We go to the plains. What did Elfi see? Make for the gap of road, man.
It's probably 1:30ish.
Oh.
You guys see the meme that Frodo? This is when you ask when you ask your dad why he smells like whiskey. And it shows Frodo with the black eye. He's like, "All right, then, keep your secrets."
Nice.
That amuses me wholeheartedly.
As you truly start to enter kind of more of the flatlands, you can see in the distance to the west this kind of canopy of forest, and you can see a little bit of forest to your southeast as you kind of split it. But
Yeah, there's trees over there.
Good job.
Are those trees magic?
Doing things. Ranging.
You look around you, it's the world.
I don't see shit. So I go,
and
Nice
more or
job,
less,
Eagle
you know, it's long grass.
was it more than a 6?
Uh,
It was a 7, but I had 12 on my spot.
So it was pretty good.
Yeah.
Eagle eyes. Good job.
More fern lizards.
it's not tall grass.
I was a Scotsman finding sheep in the tall grass.
Polyrancers.
I read a thing
Very
that
satisfying.
the actual dinosaur from Jurassic Park that they called
How did the
velociraptors were
Scotsman find the sheep in the
they
tall
were
grass?
velociraptors. Actual velociraptors are
I
much
missed the
smaller.
first half of the
Yeah,
joke,
They
so it
just
was.
used the name because
sheep
it sounded
very
cooler than
satisfying.
Indoraptor. Because Indoraptor
That
is the
doesn't have
bigger
anything to
one.
do with
Yeah.
sheep.
That was interesting.
I feel betrayed. I've already had. my
Robot, you got your dice
Jurassic
out.
Park.
Yeah.
Roll a d10.
2.
2. You make your way. You're making your way across the plains, and
Downtown.
pretty much nothing of note occurs. You may see like some random wildlife. There's probably like antelopes and shit out here, and
Hello, antelopes.
When they show that brontosaurus or whatever in Jurassic Park, I think they made
I
that
can
bigger than it actually is too,
empathize with
because
them.
the blue whale supposedly is the largest animal that's
Right.
ever been on there.
Right.
And they show that giant dinosaur, and it's like,
Well, they have in the whatever.
you
new
spend
ones, the
another hour
giant crocodile
crossing.
that's bigger than anything
More
in
of
the
the
world.
same. It's a very pleasant compared
shit's
to
gone.
what you've traveled through.
Mhm.
It's very pleasant. It seems very much more like the normal continent.
What?
I'm
That's
not-
where you guys came from.
I imagine Jefferson Wolf would scare the.
Give me another one, robot.
Yeah, probably.
5.
Are they
Five.
gonna stampede?
Another hour. Very much the same. So you guys are
Traveling through some pleasant country.
Fire some arrows into the grass. Or
3
something.
hours in. Give me another one.
Someone roll a spot.
2 again.
Two. At this point, it's,
21.
you spend your time traveling, and it's the same, but you can see you're starting to approach the mountains, and you can also see out on the horizon that there's likely some structures
Mm.
that you're probably approaching what was noted as Gambler's Hollow on your map.
Almost there.
So
And
like
it's later in the
town.
afternoon.
It's late in the afternoon.
So we camp before we go there, or should we push ahead?
Mm.
I'm good on spells.
Let's push on.
So we get there in the dark?
It's fine.
It's fine. That's when all the things come out.
Yeah, I
The
know.
plan.
Okay.
Robot, what's going on?
Pushing on.
Get our eyes.
Give me one more D10 roll.
I mean, I can see fine.
1.
It's a D10.
Tactically,
I've got an
why
ever-burning
attack
torch.
9.
at night.
So you arrive on the edge of what was likely, uneventfully.
The edge of 17.
It appears that it was probably a small village. And based on what you're seeing, it was probably a fairly impressive hamlet at some point. In the center, there's one large structure, and there's kind of crumbling houses around it. The large building, kind of in the center of town, is pretty much intact, but the smaller buildings surrounding it have all begun to decay.
Search the decayed buildings.
What time is it now? Is it dark?
It's not dark.
He's
It's
so good.
early evening. It's like 6 o'clock.
6 o'clock winter or 6 o'clock
Let's
summer?
I'm gonna search one of the decaying buildings.
shit, Hamlet! Oh shit!
Okay. Go ahead and search one of the decaying buildings.
Yay, I'm gonna take
Roll some
20 out.
searches.
I detect evil.
He opens the door. Yep, looks good.
It's motherfucking everywhere.
You do not detect any evil. Kevin.
I'll detect magic.
None?
There's
At
no
all?
danger here.
Is detect evil kind
No,
of
there's
like a
no
black
evil.
light? You see like little blobbies on your
Yeah,
face?
only evil is dangerous.
Evil blobs. Evil
To
has
me,
Yeah, I'm gonna take 20 out.
Yeah, after you rolled it, I saw.
I said it before.
You said it
and
before.
then I'm like, I'm gonna see.
That's how you punish.
The building you search. It's fairly evident that this building hasn't been habitated. There hasn't been inhabitants in the building for a very long time. The furniture is decayed. The roof is collapsed. Moss is growing in there, with only a mild tinge of the blight.
Dealing with some light dust. Are there many structures? Is there one structure that seems more supreme than the other?
There's one very supreme structure in the center of town.
ooh,
Gonna
seems
search
very
around and
similar
see if
to
I see any
the other
bodies.
town.
Jordan and I are
Yeah.
going to start making our way towards that.
Me too.
Shacks.
Following them.
I'm gonna search the buildings because there could be arrows.
Split the
Search
party.
Yep.
Sure, I'll follow you.
You go alone.
It's got Jefferson Wolf.
You don't even
He's
get your
not
wolf.
alone.
He comes with me.
Ever. We'll never
charm
be
your wolf.
alone again.
Pulls a solid
My
right
guys-
into your wolf.
We'll go with you, I suppose. Because if they feel you might kill yourself or get killed.
Kill myself. Bye, guys.
The phone with the black arrows.
Okay. You, robot, you're going with these guys?
Oh,
Sure.
I failed because.
Need one warrior with them.
Or rolled a 1.
Just.
I'm not
Or
with you
going
guys
with,
either. Robot, where are they?
Oh no. That's
He's a
what I'm
warrior.
saying. That's what I'm saying.
Oh, Druid's going with them?
No, I'm off on my
Oh
own
yeah,
still.
he's still way behind.
Mark's going with them.
Mark's
Yep.
rogue.
Cleric and rogue, both
Yeah.
characters. Okay.
You were traveling in bird form, Z-Mac.
Yeah.
You by this point, you would probably catch up to them as they're moving into town.
Seem like a functional member of a party.
This is blue.
Whose shoulder are you landing on, then transforming back?
Piggyback.
God damn it!
Thought it was Tiberius for a minute.
Takes his pants off before he transforms into a bird, so he comes back.
Tiberius, return!
It's like a little crown.
So half of you guys are going to the main building, and half of you guys are systematically searching buildings.
Yeah.
All right, so you guys are searching buildings still.
Screw it. I'll go with them. There's fewer of them.
It's like it's even.
No, the wolf doesn't count as
The
anything.
wolf
He
totally
sucks.
counts.
I don't see your light.
So you guys are doing your searching. The party that walks up to the building in the front of town. It is mostly free of any kind of like decay. It's made of stone. The front of the building still has two large double doors that are bound in iron. And the signboard still hangs in the front of it, kind of cocked but not falling off, but it's completely covered in the black moss.
It's got the leg.
We do that later.
Your soda.
It's a strip club.
Like in Beetlejuice.
Eat your asshole puns.
Feel a little
Thank
frisky. Yep.
Did you say eat your asshole puns?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
You and your fucking asshole puns.
Mm-hmm. I heard something different.
Mm-hmm. Did you also hear eat your asshole?
I did.
Yep.
Collapsing.
So anyway.
Anyway,
I have to get that into this conversation.
Me too.
I'm gonna go up and knock on the door.
Just
You gotta do the dit 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 dit. And
I
then
hope that
Alright, so
someone
you knock on the
knocks
door,
back.
very hollow sound.
Okay.
Break it down.
Aside from like the can I don't know if I want to touch the blade.
that might be a bad idea.
touch it.
Your magic.
Lick it.
will.
With a sword or lick it.
Can you
See if you get
can
high.
you mage
Yeah,
hand it?
that's not bad. Yeah, I am going to draw my
Smoke the
sword.
blade.
Commodore, for the first time in this entire campaign, is going to draw his +1 sword, which he has, and scrape the mole of it. It's like, so I'll see if I can read what it says.
Okay. You slowly start to clear off the sign, and it's it's clearly that it was at one point it's very well made, and it read Hollow's Den of Luck.
I see it's turned.
I think we found a gambler's den. They just kind of. Jordan's gonna try and open the door.
All right, roll a reflex save.
19.
As he turns the knob, the door is forcibly blown outward. There's clearly a wind that comes out. He keeps his footing, but it clearly just wind is gusting out of the inside of this building,
Like continuously?
like continuously, like just howling out of the building.
That's weird.
Yeah.
Elements.
Somebody
And
there was
beyond,
really
you
gassy.
can see what would be an old entryway. I'm not going to draw it. I don't actually have to draw any of this, but the old entryway is kind of battered and worn, but it's mostly free of any kind of decay. There's two counters spanning the side, and like an old tarnished candelabra hangs, no candles in it, but in the center of the room. Or I'm sorry, the candelabras are on the desk. There's a large chandelier in the center of the room.
Is like the chandelier swaying in the wind, or is it?
It's swinging in the wind.
Is it like
Swinging.
Is it like depressurizing
See
it
it's
as
on
it
it.
going on, or is it? I guess.
Swinging.
Is it a hot wind?
It isn't hot, but it's definitely, it's not like just a, it's like constant.
Okay.
It's like a hurricane coming from the door.
Can I? I'm gonna.
And you can see ahead of you that there's several doors past the counters.
I'm gonna knowledge arcana this with Tomadrill to see if I can tell if this is a spell or something. 29.
29. You do not notice any magic to it.
Some sort of beast, perhaps? Is
Some monster in there going.
there a wind devil? An air elemental could do that.
Doesn't have anything to do with religion.
Knowledge of
Useless.
planes. Anybody have that?
Everybody in
Minus
that
one.
party also roll a spot, if you would.
11.
17.
26.
Wow.
I'm at
Belleville, you
13
can
for
also,
knowledge of
of
planes.
note, there's a lot of tracks on the floor leading you. And some leading you.
Is this
But you can't tell anyone.
elemental wind power? Because they're elemental fonts of power. Is this windy? Is this wind?
Some are from the mud outside.
I
Some are just back through the same mud.
I can picture you trying to point it out, and they don't see anything. Like, what the fuck are you looking
And you
at?
also recognize the fact that the most recent, what appears to be the most recent set of prints, are a group of 5 humanoid creatures. And there's also a set of reptilian prints. The reptilian prints only go in, the human prints go in and come out.
Nice. Oh, Jorgenol? Oh, there's tracks. What do you know?
Is there windows?
In the building itself?
Yeah.
No.
I'm gonna cast. Well, since I don't know. I need to. I had to spell magic. Jorgenol's gonna try and walk. I mean, the wind is strong, but he
You can walk through it. It's not like push you back,
Hurricane force?
but it's just a wind definitely coming through.
Okay, Jorgenol's gonna take out his great mace and stride in with Tomadrill.
I'm also going in. I'm gonna as soon as I get in the door, I'm gonna go to the left side.
Okay.
I'm gonna follow them.
And inside, now that you're in, you can see better down the hallway. And on the left side, there's like a double door, followed by a single door. At the far end, away from you, there's double doors. And then on the right side, there's a door that's actually swinging in the wind.
Make our way to the open door. See if we can close it.
Yeah.
Try that.
You're going to make your way across the entry lobby.
I'm gonna stay where I am.
So you get there, and the door, I mean, it's... You close it, it latches. It's obvious there's still kind of the whistle of wind around the door frame and stuff.
Okay,
It's not
coming from
sealed
in that
tight,
room.
but it's not gusting at you anymore.
It's in this room, dude.
Detect magic, I guess.
You have the detect magic.
Yes.
I have detect magic. I can cast it. I can
Oh,
cast it
okay.
on me. I have detect magic.
That's what I was thinking.
So I'm gonna. I guess Tomadrill's gonna be like, ooh, see if anything.
Nothing irradiates.
There's the doors, the bar with the candelabras.
Just a really big fan on in there.
You're gonna have to drop.
Is there a blank piece of paper? Just any kind of paper. It can be a... You guys come in. It's an entry like this. You guys came in this door.
Yep.
And it goes like this. This is the door Kevin closed. There's double doors here. There's a single door here. There's double doors. The counters were like this. If that makes any sense.
Yeah.
Like you came into kind of an entry foyer, and then this was the door that was
Are
open.
the candelabras lit?
No.
I guess try one of the other doors. I mean, I'm not seeing any types of markings or anything like that, am I?
No. Nope. There's just the prints on the floor.
Where did the prince go?
He's dead.
Ah, good question.
Prince is dead.
Purple Rain?
How about the queen?
The human
Missing
prints
her head.
travel both through the double doors on the left side and return, and travel through the double door or the single door that you just closed on the right side and return. The reptilian prints only go through the door you guys closed on the right side.
Did you watch Deadwood yet?
Let's
Yeah.
go.
Any good?
Let's
Yeah,
go. We need
I
to
mean,
Going after the reptilian prince, I guess.
it's
Try to.
only come in though.
I'm gonna brace myself and open the door and look in.
if you don't
The
understand
room,
the
the
windy
door you
door.
closed.
You're gonna be like,
windy
It
door.
forces itself open, and it appears to be in the limited light from his glowiness that it's likely was a kitchen.
Okay.
Al Swinnerton's good in it though.
Is it like wind stronger here, or is it the same?
The wind is definitely coming out of that room.
Okay.
Is it a small room?
No, it's pretty big. It's bigger than the entry foyer.
All right, I'll do what I did. I'll go in and just keep on the wall so it doesn't blow me out.
Got you.
Yeah, we'll make our way into.
We're kill
We need a
promises.
torch.
Before I walk in the room,
I have an ever-burning torch I can pull up.
swig my potion of dark vision.
'Cause I do too.
Well, they're gonna all use torches. There's no reason to.
I'll pull out
It's up to you.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Just,
An ever-burning torch won't go off.
Okay.
It's fairly evident that this was indeed a kitchen. I guess I can draw the room.
Can't stand the heat.
Jump in the fridge.
Indiana Jones style.
Along this side here,
Say you're jonesing for some safety.
the north and the west walls, there's shelving and ovens, and most of the shelving have rough cooking accoutrements.
Mhm.
There's a table in the center, and there's more shelving on the outside edge. On the far side, you can see a stairwell leading down.
So
Can
wind
I put
emanating
down
from
there?
the down there.
You can walk over and
From
find
up
out.
the
I
wind?
mean, it's coming. It's definitely coming from that side of the room.
What's on the table in the center? Anything?
Nothing. It's
Everything's been blown away.
you're all of the shelves and table are just they have what you'd expect to see in a kitchen, crockery and nothing special, but utensils and platters.
Swinging.
Jorgenel's going to cautiously make his way over there with Tom and Drill.
Twice is enough.
Also going.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you still can see the tracks. Both sets definitely lead down, with only the human tracks leading back up.
Well, fantastic.
Good thing we're all human and not lizards.
Going down. When we get to the edge, I mean,
All right, you guys are at the top of the stairs. At this point, you guys have been cautious enough poking around. You guys are at the edge of the gambling hall, and you have come to what is probably the crumbling ruins of a stable. And in the stable, there are two basically sets of bit and bridle that are inlaid with lapis lazuli. They're obviously very
I grab one.
Yes, carry them.
all right, for value's sake, put Gambler's Hollow 16.
So much writing.
2 words and a number.
Need a sheet of paper.
Two
So-
numbers, technically.
You guys are going down the
That's
stairs,
of our
correct?
Should we wait for the rest of the party or just go to the dungeon?
Go to the dungeon.
Yeah.
Scale. Wait, do we know?
Did you actually say where you guys were going?
No.
No,
Well,
okay.
Yeah,
we
they
You guys
watched them
said,
walk out
they
into the
probably
center.
said that they were going to the building in the center. but-
Going to the biggins.
Okay, and I'll say maybe we should go join them at some point. But we
As you make your way down the stairs, they travel and they go to a platform, they travel and they go to a platform, they travel, and you find yourself in
Catch up with them.
a pretty empty room. There are doors. Start drawing this here. So you guys have come down the stairs here. This is up, came down.
One second.
There's a large set of doors directly across from the bottom of the stairs, but
Playing grab ass.
they're not like there's a gap
No,
underneath,
don't-
and there's
don't
definitely wind
Switch
rushing
knife?
around them.
Go to the doors. I guess this
Little
time brace.
dogs and-
They're double doors.
Yep, they're double doors,
I want to double.
and I mean
Does
it's
snake
the room
kill
down
it?
here. There's a lot of like
Double
dust
doors?
kind of just swirling, but not enough to be distracting.
Okay.
Just enough to be noticeable.
I suppose the tracks would be dusted up and stuff like. Are they?
The mud is starting to disappear, but it all definitely went through the. They went through the doors and
I'm gonna detect secret doors just because I'm down here.
just have it up.
Yep.
At this point, you have not detected anything, but
I guess I'm gonna brace myself on one of the doors and slowly open it to see
Okay.
it.
and it, once again, there's definite force. The wind kind of picks up some. The dust kind of doesn't because it's been it's swirling off the floor up at you. It settles some, and ahead of you, you can see a hallway. This is more rough hewn than upstairs was very finely crafted. This is a little bit rougher.
So you need to like cliff edge.
Blows us off.
Yep. Two hidden kobolds just. Son of a bitch!
Gotcha, bitch.
Yep.
Surprise, motherfucker.
Yep.
I'm assuming you're going to look down the hallways.
Yeah. Well,
Down the hallways, just a series of doors on the right side. The left side has one set of doors at the far end.
wind's emanating.
The wind is coming all the way down the
Do
hallway.
we
You
want
can
to
see
open
it
up the
swirling.
doors as we go, or just make our way to the source of the wind?
We can come back to these doors.
The name of the wind.
Yeah.
Alright, heading all the way down.
Alright, while you guys are heading all the way down, you guys arrive at the front doors. They're still open.
It's a bit breezy.
There's definitely a breeze coming through.
That's exactly how your door looks.
It's probably better door. Than
I'm gonna just go in.
door.
I'll follow him.
You're seeing much of the same stuff that they saw.
Ah, yes.
Let's go in there.
You're looking across. You see the door blowing in the wind.
You want to
See
follow
a couple sets of closed doors. So,
Open the door, blowing in the wind.
Open.
Do you want to follow them, or should we try to open one of the other doors?
Let's go the open paths because we don't know exactly where they went.
You can only assume
Yep.
from the open
I opened the door on the
Open
right.
paths.
Here.
Can you open the
That's the
windy
door that was open already.
Haha!
Off in the wind.
I guess correct.
Leave
Yeah,
there.
I'll
Come
go
this way.
We'll follow.
You guys are starting to make your way
Yeah.
down,
Yep, yep.
See
You
Robot
hear
lick his
footsteps
finger
above
and
you,
hold into the wind.
and the inane chatter of this group.
Seems the other half of the party has found us.
Hey, bitches!
You guys come down and step into the hallway, and you can see the torches burning at the far end. I'm not quite sure.
Charge.
I'm assuming that those of you with dark vision led the way, since
Yeah, no.
there was no real light sources. But
All holding each other's
so you're at
hands
the
like
door
they're
at the far end
kindergarten.
on the opposite side. Now the party's back together. Makes things easier.
Did you guys find any arrows?
I did not find any arrows.
Did you find anything?
Alright, well, we're gonna push open this door, or again, brace myself and.
None for you.
Once again, it swings open, and the breeze
Haha.
is emanating beyond it. And it opens into a smaller room. 2 doors exiting out of it. There's like just a very basic desk with a very basic wooden chair.
Here's my list of plans because auto breaking for the
You
laptop.
want to join our band?
No. Oh, I'm sorry.
That's fine.
Your band
It's
sucks.
not gonna change.
Search the desk. Tomadro will.
There's no actual drawers on it. It's just kind of like a surface.
Which way is the
The wind seems to be coming from this door.
Go to that door.
Go to that door.
We need more.
Keep
You need
following
to like
the wind.
overlay it.
Opening that door as well.
Yeah, it changed his class to a bard.
Yeah.
I know
Keep
he's
that
like,
on endless loop, and then we do more stuff over it.
Yeah.
he's like one of those hobos with like pots and pans that he collects the back together and makes all
He's a
sorts.
hobo, alright.
Hobo with a
You
shotgun.
just need to get him a stump fiddle.
Just gonna do this.
It's painful.
It opens into a room. In the center of the room. Should put cigarettes out with your finger.
It's on your up. Get up.
He's on fire!
Yeah.
DM's on fire!
I'm on fire!
And your cigarette's almost out. So
That's just an excuse. I'm on fire!
I'm on fire! Let me take care of this! I'm sorry!
give me like 30
It
more
only took a
seconds.
second.
Done.
There's.
I'm not on fire anymore!
Put it on.
Oh, good night. There's a table in the room surrounded by chairs.
Stump fiddle.
The fighters would immediately recognize it as just a place where
Interesting.
guards would probably hang out, play cards.
I say that.
Okay. I guess
This is
we're
where
going
the
to stick
guards
to our
hung out to
guns
play
and keep
cards.
following this wind.
You're gonna
Yeah.
continue to follow the wind.
I'm gonna.
The wind is coming from this door here.
And we'll find the source.
Yeah.
And
Go
then
to
name
this
it.
door here.
And then we'll know the name.
It's just
Up
robot
the wind.
Wind.
in a room fanning himself.
This doesn't actually
So
extend
hot.
beyond.
Yep.
We're actually like over here more.
Okay.
I just had poured.
No, sorry, it's you in a room making Jory fan yours.
That's a big fan blowing
While Ken
directly
Fiji grates.
onto a bone saw character's crotch and get the afterwind.
Giant balls just right from it.
Mm.
Musket balls.
Now I can taste it.
It's big sweat blowing on it.
Is that rain? Why is it salty?
We're near the ocean,
this room
obviously.
is a lot more elegant
We
than
are
what
on
you've
an
seen
island.
before. On either side here are heavy iron doors, but they're both cracked open. They're not blowing in the wind. They're that heavy. And at this door over here is also a very heavy iron door, but it is closed. And this door as well is a heavy iron door.
Rogue, peek through the open iron door.
And this one down here,
These
is
aren't
where
down
the
there
wind
yet.
is coming from. There's a
I'm
portcullis
with you guys.
in between you and the door at the end of it. At the end
Didn't you
of
hear
it.
me charge you?
Robert.
Colors.
I charged.
Closed.
Robert.
So where are we? Oh, we outside.
Robart.
You're right here.
Robart.
This little hallway. There's
Okay.
ahead of you. There's two
Robert.
iron doors that both are kind of open.
Razor.
Or
It's
cracked
almost
open.
close.
Directly ahead of you, there's a
Razor.
portcullis down with
That's what
the
Betty
door
and
beyond
Shannon
it.
used to call me.
Right before
Anything
the
with an R.
portcullis is another
Radar,
Is this a prison?
razor.
Does this make sense to be a prison with the heavy
That's
iron
Are any of
doors?
those open? The doors we see.
These two doors are
Hey, look, it's
No, I mean,
it's
this one is
radar.
closed. This
Hey,
one is
radar.
closed.
The wind's coming from this
What's up,
The wind is
Razor?
coming from that.
This is a heavy portcullis. Can't get through it.
I'm gonna peek
Portcullis
through
is like
one of the
Yeah, it's
open
not
iron
a closed
doors.
door though.
You peek in one of the
It's not magic,
open
really.
iron doors.
We'll go with the one on the
I
right
can't
side.
even get mad at those.
Okay.
Go ahead.
I was gonna stop everybody and be like, hey, let me look for traps first.
Ah, fuck it. Can't find
I just
anything
looked.
anyway.
In the door
Just
to your
open the
right,
door.
So cold-blooded.
I'm just looking.
it's set up with shelves. There's clearly what would be you would recognize. You would probably identify them as money counter trays
Okay.
that are just kind of scattered about the floor.
It's where they
This is
kept
like-
their accountants.
This is the gambling.
Gambler's den.
Wind. What is this wind? This not hot but oddly cooling wind.
Powerful.
It's the elemental font of wind or whatever we're looking for.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah.
That's what I said. The pieces are starting. It's the very first thing I said when we got here.
I wasn't paying
Let's
attention.
follow the wind because it's gonna be the font.
Well, let's keep going. Follow that wind, I guess.
So, you want to check for traps, Trappy McTrapperson?
You
Check
wanna
the
go?
portcullis.
I'm good, ready.
Check the portcullis area.
Okay, I'll check around the portcullis.
You're gonna do a search.
Yeah. Hey. 31.
31.
Nice. You don't find
Near
anything.
the portcullis on this wall, very elegantly designed to kind of blend in with the wall, there's definitely a lever that is pressed down into the wall. But otherwise, you don't find anything that...
Okay. I go up the lever.
And you die.
And a spear comes shooting right out of the wall and pierces you in the
Oh,
chest.
give
We
me
need to get a
check.
hireling named Kronk, just so he can tell him pull the lever. Kronk.
I probably shouldn't have pulled it.
Wrong lever!
11.
I tried.
You try and you can't get that lever to move.
Alright.
Strongfold, come
I'll go up there.
Wrong, man!
Stand back.
little one.
And then I'll roll really terribly here.
Pull it with your pinky.
Oh, that's a 19 plus
That's a
20,
nice roll.
22.
You walk up to it and make it look
Yeah.
Just
fairly
one
easy.
hand, did one hand it?
However, you're shocked by the fact as
Did you see the
it's
Italian
down.
one?
You flip it up.
Oh, okay.
Instead of the portcullis rising up, it
Pasta
snaps
for Mamma
into the
Mia.
floor.
And it shows the guy
Interesting.
go like,
I am surprised by that.
But the
The portcullis goes down instead of, like, it
it
opens, but it goes into the ground rather than closing.
And it
Raise it
does.
up.
It's not like it goes like ching, 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 ching. It goes poof into the ground
Like, really quickly.
really quickly.
Pull the lever again. Pull the lever again.
I'll go in.
I pull the lever again.
we push a guy in, and
I'm
then
assuming it'll do nothing. I think it was
As he steps over the threshold, he goes, chops
what?
him in half.
16.
16. You actually can't get the lever to move.
It's because I'm shorter.
It's
Uh,
fine.
You
It's
don't
fine.
have, you don't have the leverage now that
Yeah,
it's up.
yeah. I'm like, I can't. Oh, sorry.
A straight 18.
What are you doing?
Someone.
Pulling the lever.
You can't pull the lever either.
It's stuck now. It's just the way it is.
It's obvious
Let's
that
go.
it's like Thor's hammer and only Kevin is
Yep.
worthy.
yeah.
So the portcullis is up.
Okay, let's go.
You go through the portcullis. Yeah. That the air was coming from the south.
Oh.
Portcullis door is to the left.
Oh, I thought we were going to the air.
To the
No,
east.
I'm going to the air.
You're gonna open the door where the air seems to be coming from.
Wait, maybe we should check this room out. Why not?
I'll check that room out.
Let's go back and check all the rooms. Maybe this place will collapse if we finish this. I don't want to do that.
We want to go back and
Yep.
all those cold feet. Like, wait. We passed a lot of rooms.
Yep.
Are you sure we don't want to look at him first?
Well, let's at least go in this room because there's guarded by a portcullis. It's probably something important.
All right. So you're gonna go and open that door.
Yeah.
Treasure room.
This actually ties with this hallway.
No,
But
Portcullis is like the big metal bars, like it's a gate. And usually
like in
Usually,
a
like-
guardhouse.
Usually, like, you turn the crank and it goes up. This one fell down instead.
I just didn't know what the word was, so you guys explain it.
It's a gate. It's like a gate that you gotta crank open.
you can also
Guy.
in D&D, like scones. Yeah, those are the things
You-
you eat bread in.
You have.
Cookies.
You don't have track, but you just have survival.
I'm trapped.
Right.
Okay.
Yes. Survival.
Tea and strumpets. Yeah.
The three of you with track roll spots.
Oh, fuck.
24.
14.
It's the metal
Oh. Okay.
Nice
That makes
defense.
sense. Okay. Thanks.
22.
My explanation was a
Two
joke.
of you notice
But-
that here the reptilian tracks only have proceeded into this room, and they do not come back.
Oh!
Only if you
Charge.
can make it out.
But inside, when you open the door, the room itself is the south wall has got a weapon rack on it. It's empty, but there's a weapon rack. The north wall is covered with chests that are all open. They appear empty from where you're at. Shelves, low shelves in the middle that all appear empty, and then there's a closed chest at the far end of the room.
Check.
Damn it,
check.
somebody got here before
Trapped
us.
as fuck.
It's a mimic.
Yeah.
Or mimic. Go jump on it,
Rogue.
Mark.
Rogue rogue.
Oh, jump! Okay, wait, I look at the ceiling.
By the way,
Make
guys,
sure there's no ropes that are being like, singed off.
there's reptilian tracks.
There's no ropes singed off.
Okay, Gelatinous cubes.
There's reptilian tracks that don't come
Come
out
back.
of this room. They're just going in.
But the things are missing. There's nothing in this room.
Okay, I'm gonna
That
check the floor.
nothing
This
apparently in
chest.
this room.
Maybe they all
Wait,
died.
wait.
Maybe that mimic fucking killed them all.
I stabbed the portcullis.
I'm sorry.
We all laughed.
15.
Start
You
stabbing
have finding
everything.
chests on the floor immediately inside the door.
I mean, I was looking for traps on the way there.
I think
Yeah,
you
that's
say
right.
traps.
You did-
Okay.
That's what I meant to say.
Okay.
Sorry.
Like out of the search for
I'll move on.
hidden chests.
I'll head deeper into the room.
Okay.
I'll shoot that in the chest.
Oh, so I'll go up to the chest, like near it, and I'll stop and search around.
Focus.
Tell a joke.
15 again.
Call it a pun.
As you get, further
Hey.
in the room, like about here,
Mhm.
about where you're standing, the reptilian tracks just disappear.
Oh shit!
Don't
There's
touch
nothing
it.
here. Is there like a stone or anything small that I could pick up and
Bedtime.
toss?
There's nothing
Like a
in the
coin.
room.
Yeah, okay.
Throw a copper at it.
Well, I mean, do you have a ranged weapon? If you're concerned about mimicry, you could use a ranged weapon.
I'll fire an arrow at it.
Yeah, shoot that.
You're gonna fire an arrow at the treasure chest?
Yeah.
Alright. Roll, you gotta hit a 10, so.
Wait.
Yeah, okay. So you stick an arrow into the treasure chest, got it.
Yeah.
Ding.
I'm gonna go grab my arrow.
I'm gonna
Alright.
go grab my arrow.
Alright! Everybody roll initiative.
Yeah.